Hello and welcome to the 2025 Sun Conference Women's Lacrosse Media Day. Suncast, covering the Sun Conference, is excited to host the inaugural Sun Lacrosse Media Day. I'm your host, Reagan Harrell. We now welcome in Keiser's head coach, Lauren Chizmar, and senior midfielder, Hayley Frew. Coach Hayley, how are y'all both doing today?
Great. It's a great day here in West Palm.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I just had a little bit of lag there. I apologize. Coach, I just want to start off with you talking about Haley, what she means to your program on and off the field.
Haley's been here for 4 years. She's the definition of a phenomenal student athlete. She's a great student. She's a great leader. She works really hard. Her hard work earned her All-American status last year. She leads by example on and off the field, and she's just a great teammate. Anytime I ask her to do anything, whether play defense all practice and never see a rep on offense, she's always willing to do so and is really a great example for the entire team.
Well, Haley, like Coach mentioned there, you were named NAI All-American last year. What did that honor mean to you?
I'm obviously super grateful and it was a huge honor, but I really could not have done it without the constant push and challenge from my coaches and obviously teammates every single day. But I'm just excited to play again with all of my friends, and I think the season's looking really good this year.
I'm sure it's going to be an exciting year. Coach, you've built a great program in West Palm Beach. What's been the main focus heading into the 2025 campaign?
We've had a lot of departures last year with seniors graduating and people leaving the program. So really just reshaping our identity and kind of getting back to the basics of lacrosse and using our strengths. We have a phenomenal freshman class that just have come right in and have really just embraced our culture of who we are and really focusing on what we can do and again using our strengths and creating our new identity as a program.
Well, Haley, talk to us a little bit about that identity with you now stepping into a leadership role. What's been your message to the team heading into the year?
Obviously, come in with a lot of energy and put in your 100% every single day and play every game like it's your last because that energy is definitely contagious. Also, just cherish every moment you have on the field because being my last year, my last semester, it definitely flew by. So just be thankful for every moment you have and like be thankful that you're surrounded by your forever friends.
Coach, you mentioned you have a lot of newcomers on the team this year. Who are some of these newcomers we should keep an eye on?
Definitely, we have two freshman defenders, Liz Belton and Brooklyn Collar. We had a lot of defensive positions open up, so these two, as freshmen, will definitely be getting a lot of playing time and are looking to fill some big holes that are left in our defense. And then on the offensive side, we have Isabel Bresnan from New Zealand. She joined us this spring. She's definitely going to be an offensive threat. And then Izzy Prestia and Gia Swigert are really just going to pace our offense and add a nice little flair to our offensive sets.
And Coach, who are some returners that these newcomers are going to be able to lead on for leadership on the field as they're getting their first college minute that have taken some strides forward? Obviously, Haley will be one of those names for you.
Yeah, definitely Hayley. And then Emily McCall's done a really great job of stepping up. She's a junior, and we voted her to be a captain this year. Has done a really great job of stepping into that leadership role. She's also just like Hayley, a utility player. Any place I ask her to be, she wants to play. So if I again play her defense whole practice, she doesn't care. She's done a really great job with that, and she's done a really great job in being in that role. And then I also think Peyton Tomlinson has done a really great job. She's technically a senior, but a sophomore on the field. So she's just really stepped up and is going to be a huge threat at the draw and just is a beast on the field. So those two have really upped their game up a lot, and I expect them to have really great standouts.
I'm sure those young ladies have evolved their game with you coaching them. Haley, I want to talk about how your college game has evolved over the coach of or over the course of your career and how coaches helped you with that.
Yeah, so she has really just helped me with my confidence. Every play, she gives me critiques, and I try and obviously apply them to the best of my ability. But like through the years, she has really believed in me. Like when I came in, I didn't really get much playing time as a high schooler. I came from a big lacrosse state, Maryland. So when I came in, I had a coach that really believed in me and wanted me to do well. It meant a lot. So my playing and my obviously knowledge of the sport has definitely progressed, especially learning from my teammates and just playing the game in general. Like I have definitely been able to like develop more of a voice on the field and be more confident with my play. And I now know that I'm confident in what I'm doing and what I'm talking about.
Haley, I just want to elaborate a little bit more. You being from Maryland, obviously that part of the world, the capital of lacrosse, and Coach being down at Keiser over the last about 10 years or so, building up the sport in South Florida for many years. How did that impact you in wanting to leave a very lacrosse-rich area and go to somewhere where lacrosse was being built? Obviously, West Palm Beach weather's not too shabby in comparison to this time of the year in Maryland. But can you just talk about what that journey was like for you?
So yeah, definitely moving from Maryland, which is a huge lacrosse sport, was different. But even when I went to South Florida, the sport is definitely still very competitive. And it's just always great to see states like continue to grow. And obviously with like now the professional league, it's great to see. And I think Florida is definitely coming up as a state that it's like growing more and more popular and just getting the opportunity to be able to play and like share the experiences and like being able to bring it up in conversations even when I go to work or school and just let people know about the sport is just great to see and how they're interested and want to come and see games.
Well, Coach, you have built one of the standard programs for NAI women's lacrosse in West Palm Beach, Florida. Obviously that 2021 season going 16-0 in the last few years, making deep runs into the postseason. It's been a great team to watch in the Sun Conference. What are you looking for when you're recruiting student athletes to be a part of your program?
I tell recruits all the time, I'm not really looking at your stats. I'm not looking at how many goals you score, how many assists you have. I'm looking at your grittiness, your competitiveness, more importantly, who you are as a person and how you can be a best teammate. Um, our girls are, our culture is family. Age doesn't matter. Haley's really good friends with the freshmen. Like the freshmen are really good friends with the other seniors. Age doesn't matter and everyone's a part of the family and feeling like you belong and have a voice and have a say. So really just kind of talking early to those recruits, having those conversations, watching them what they're doing off ball. If they're throwing a hissy fit because they didn't score a goal, that's probably not the type of person that I'm going to want on my team, because we don't have superstars. Haley was named All-American, and we had Chloe last year also named an All-American. But our stats were so even last year, and have always been, the cornerstone of our success. We don't have one person that we have to call on. It could be 8, 10 people that could score the game-winning goal if we need to. Whoever's having the day has the opportunity, and that's just really what makes us dynamic. And it starts with that team first mentality and being a part of the family. So, in short, it's really more about the person and their capability and their grittiness more than their skill, and willing to be a part of a team and not just be all about me.
Love it. And obviously, coming to campus to be a part of any program is what you're doing on the student side of being a student athlete. Haley, talk to us a little bit about your academic journey at Kaiser. What are you studying and what are your plans after graduation?
So right now I'm studying marketing and obviously it's getting to the time where I'm definitely applying to internships and jobs and just trying to take every opportunity I can. So definitely once I graduate, just really putting myself out there and luckily with lacrosse and being in this program for 4 years, I've definitely learned time management, how to network myself, how to be a leader. And so yeah, just putting myself out there, trying new experiences and seeing what comes from that.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you in your post lacrosse journeys. So, a question that we wrapped up the baseball and the softball media days with. I wasn't sure if we were going to do it with lacrosse, but I think we are going to do it with lacrosse. Coach, I'll ask it to you first. A lot of road trips in the Sun Conference, competing in NAI women's lacrosse, going to a lot of places across the country to play the sport. Course, you got to have some sort of pregame meal, or I'm not sure if lacrosse, if y'all do many like gas station stops or anything beforehand. But coach, are we getting anything for just a little pregame snack before any of these big games?
Pre-game snack. I think it always just depends. I really try to, wherever we're going, trying to pick a place that's local, to try to get that, flair. So if we're going to like Tennessee, like maybe we'll like a barbecue place. I mean, obviously not pregame, but something like that, just to kind of give everyone the experience of traveling, because the NAI, like you said, is really random and where they have schools and it's really all over the country. This year we're traveling to Maryland, we're traveling to Georgia a couple times. In the past, we traveled to Missouri, Michigan. So really just having, the local flavor. So it depends every year on what it is. But Frew, do you have a pregame snack that you have?
I try and keep it as simple as possible. But definitely my favorite is when we stop at Wawa because we can kind of like get free range there and kind of create our own meals. We also have stopped at Buc-ee's. That was so much fun. We I forget, we were on our way to maybe
I think we played Flagler for
yeah.
preseason.
Yeah, so we stopped at Buc-ee's and we even saw Skunk in a cart. Like she was just pushing her skunk. But besides the point, we kind of got to explore, and it's really nice that she finds like local restaurants like that because it's different every single time. And we really try and explore like new areas and get to know the location, which is great and obviously great for team bonding as well.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Bucky's. It was a location that got brought up a lot during the Sun Conference softball media day. I don't know if you saw what the conference posted something. We are working on a Sun Conference and Bucky's sponsorship. I think that was,
That's so cool.
yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. I put the pressure on Commissioner Wilkie. Let's get pushing for that. Let's get a Sun Conference and Bucky's sponsorship. What do y'all think?
Yeah, go Buckies.
That's a great idea.
Awesome. Well, Coach Hayley, super excited to watch y'all's program heading into the 2025 campaign. Best of luck this season.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
so
much.
much.
Have a good one.